Hello everyone and welcome to Ride Operator Training for Florida Formula Rush. And this is a giant 200-foot top hat. Yeah. Anywho, welcome to Florida Formula Rush. It is an intimate accelerator coaster with a lot of trains, a lot of positions, and a lot to go over. So let's get right into it. This is the main midway for Florida Formula Rush. It's very long, slender, it's got a lot of stuff on it, and it's got an amazing view of the beachfront. As we're walking through it, I'm going to give you some general information about this ride. It's made by Intamin, it's a little over 200 feet tall, it's got a lot of track, and it cost about $35 million. So it's expensive as hell. But it's worth it because this ride probably has the highest ridership in the whole park. That is attributed to its seamless 6-train operation. Something you are going to learn to contribute to in this video. It's located here in the Daytona Valley section of the park. It's got Intamin's over-the-shoulder restraints, but they're the soft straps. We switched the soft straps in 2013 because riders were complaining of head banging, neck banging, overall discomfort. These soft straps not only contribute to the comfort of the ride, but also they make you feel the forces a lot more. Contributes to its intensity. This right here is the engine room. There is a very large hydraulic engine. It accelerates trains from 0 to 80.5 miles an hour in 2.15 seconds. That's about 1.9 Gs of acceleration. It is a ginormous hydraulic motor. Unfortunately, can't really show it to you today, but you've seen Top Thrill Dragsters. There's a picture of Desert Race's Motor 2. They're pretty much exactly the same. Same with accelerators. How it works. So basically the hydraulic motor turns a drum that has the cable attached to it. Let me go over and show it to you. That cable attaches to a catch car. The catch car latches onto a hook on the train and yeets this thing at 80.5 miles an hour. So those cables right there go through a trap door at the bottom and into, which are routed there, into the engine room. The engine's here, and it turned the drum here, and it spins really, really fast. I'm going to take it down the other side. These are magnetic brake fins. They are here in case this thing rolls back, and it does every so often, and we celebrate rollbacks. Why? Because we're lighthearted, and we realize, and we need guests to realize, that rollbacks aren't the end of the world. Yes, they're a bit annoying to deal with because you have to throw the ride in a manual, you have to move all the trains back, you have to move, and then you have to move them back forward again, and you have to reset blocks repeatedly. But you know what? Rollbacks are rare, they are sought after in the coaster community, and, you know, they should be celebrated. They really should. Which is why every time one happens, we have a goal horn that plays along with the ride's theme song. And this little wheel right here also connects to it. And you're going to see how quickly this thing spins once the black train here launches. Brakes go down, train gets ready, 3-second countdown, and off they go. You may see water dripping from it. Guests may see water dripping from it. Not to worry though. That's not hydraulic fluid. That is in fact water. Because this ride, because of the way the ride works and how fast everything moves and how much friction builds up, air cooling is not going to work like it does on impulse coasters. Hell, it barely works on impulse coasters. So, instead, since there's no magnets underneath the track, the launch cable and the launch mechanism here are water cooled. Look at this. Those little wheels are spinning really, really, really fast every time this thing launches. You can imagine it gets quite hot, which is why it's water cooled instead of air cooled. These are some bleachers. You can grab some food, some drink. You can sit here. We put shades over them for those hot Florida summer days. You can just sit here, chill, watch some launches. It's awesome. Here's another view of the wheels one time before we move on. Not quite as insane as watching dragsters up close, because it's half the height and only 2/3 the speed, but you know, it's still pretty cool to watch them. Over here we have Chick-fil-A. I love their chicken, personally. Biases and contributions aside, they still make pretty good food, so we decided to include one here. Although, in our style. We have our... We have a restroom over here, in case anyone needs it. Also in the same architectural style. A lot of carbon fiber, just like Midwest Racers.
Keep arms down, head back, and hold up.
Over here, we have the chicken and LG exit. It's not just for people who chicken out, and it's not just for LGs. The reason we have them exit over here, well, associates can go in and out. Guests can only go out. The reason we have them exit over here instead of the actual exit, even though they're connected, is because walking back there is going to take a little bit more time because it's basically 4 stations that you have to walk through. So, Maneldi somehow can't get the massive buckle, massive seatbelt fastened in, and it just slapped through. Or can't get the light to turn on. Well, they're pretty close to each other. It's maybe like a millimeter difference between the Verify and the belt that you have to worry about. They just come back to a hit. And believe me when I say this ride is very accommodating to larger people. That belt is huge. I know. You don't usually hear LG accommodating and intimate go hand in hand, but yet here we are. So, these are the lockers. This ride has a rather strict loose article policy. So, anything you can't take with you can be put in one of these lockers. And these lockers have shade and an ocean view. So, I can't see why you wouldn't want to put anything in a locker. You can just come by here, even if you don't have anything to put in the locker, and just gaze at the ocean. Continuing through here, we got the photo booth over in the other corner. Where you can get your race photos. There are 2 cameras on the ride, and it'll photograph you, and you can get your photo in both spots. The first spot is on the launch, and the second spot is on the ride's inversion, the roll, in the middle of the roll while you're upside down, which is really cool. The ride's exit, We'll talk about that more later. As you can see, you're getting up pretty up close and personal with the coaster, so you can wave hi to the riders, and the riders can wave hi back. It's really nice. And then over that way is to the rest of Green Hill Resort. The other rides and attractions, you got Sunburst off that way. If you want Beach Streak, it's the other way. Before we move on to going over positions, some general info about the ride. The ride features the over-the-shoulder restraints. So basically, there's two black handles. No matter which way you're checking, you're going to push and pull on the one closest to you, and at the same time, with the other hand, you're going to tug on the tightening strap of the belt to make sure the belt's as tight as possible. Remember that there is a line sewn about an inch into the belt. That line must be shown past in order for the guest to ride. That yellow line must show past the buckle. If it doesn't, well, first of all, chances are the light's not even on, so the restraint's got to go down more. If you can't get it down far enough, they can't run. Although, like I said, you have to be massive in order to not fit on this thing. The restraints are very accommodating. Probably the most accommodating in the entire park. This park has B&Ms with big seats. The height requirement is 52 inches minimum, with a 78-inch maximum. You put them on the height stand if they're too short. You measure them against the wall if you think they're too tall. This is a strict max height requirement. The reason being because their head will be over the seat, and things could get pretty nasty with how forceful the launch is. Let's see. Guests must have a minimum of 3 functioning extremities, which means 2 arms and a leg or 2 legs and an arm. Guests may ride with 1 leg amputation, and the amputation has to be below the knee. They have a cervical collar, neck brace, broken collarbone, full arm cast, braced arm cast, a full leg cast, not permitted to ride. You have to remove your earrings. If anyone has a prosthesis, they have to consult with guest services over at the front of the park, or any of the first aids located. There's one by Sunburst. There's another by Beach Streak. There's one at the front of the park. Let's see what else. Alternate access will go in by the exit. Alternate access, let's talk about that. Okay, so there is 2 kinds of alternate access, the regular and the plan your day. The regular will be a white piece of paper. It will have a list for rides, ride times, and initials. For the ride, you've got a stamp you're going to use. You're going to stamp in the stamp spot. You're going to write the time they're supposed to come back, which is the current time plus the wait time, or the current time plus the easy queue time. If, in fact, they have an easy queue with a alternate access. And then they're going to go off, they're going to do whatever, and they're going to go back to the exit of the ride when they're supposed to show up. If they want the front row, they're going to have to wait an extra 15 minutes. So tack an extra 15 minutes. Easy queue or not. Tack on an extra 15 minutes. Wait times will go over in a bit. Plan your day. So that instead, you have your first ride, and then you have an interval each subsequent ride has to be. That interval can be as little as 5 minutes on a quiet day, or 180 minutes on the most crowded days. So basically, after the first ride, they're going to go directly to the exit. They go directly to the exit. What they're going to do is write in the name of the ride. They're going to stamp, or what they're going to do is they're going to stamp in the stamp spot, write the time they rode, and then their initials. And then after that, they can ride their next ride with that ride time plus the next interval. It's mainly for people with autism or other disabilities that make routine and planning extremely important. That's the reason for the regular interval. Item tickets. The guest somehow gets through with something they're not supposed to have, which we'll go over in a minute. And they get caught at grouper, they get sent back out, go put it in the locker and give them an item ticket. The item ticket gets redeemed up here, gets shown up here. You let them through the easy queue, and then they give it to the grouper for the easy queue side. They do have to wait in the easy queue line, which is kind of their little penalty for being oblivious, I guess. Anywho, parent swaps. Basically, if they have a little kid who's too small to ride, first of all, if you're under 52 inches, you're not even allowed to. That's just how things go. So instead, the parents can get a parent swap, where one parent and everyone but a couple people, or everyone but two people, goes through the normal line. They hold on to this parent swap, which has their last name and the current ride on it. It's a purple piece of paper. They're going to go through the regular line. They're going to give it to the person at unload after they ride. And then the person unload, or namely unload walking, is going to hold on to that. And then when they're ready to ride, when the other people are ready to ride, they're going to ask for their last name. Unload walking will look at the last name if they have it on there. Unload walking will get their paper back and load the two with at unload. So, let's see. That's it for that. Let's go through and go over the queue. So, easy queue all the way back here is 30 minutes. If it gets to this point right here, it's 20 minutes. This corner right here. Gets to that corner right there, it's 10 minutes. So you can go by corners. Easy queue rarely gets that long because of the way we do it. Usually the left station is for easy queue and the right station is for regular guests. However, if there's no easy queue, you can obviously load guests in both stations. Of course, up the way. You know, that's where everyone merges. Let's go over the regular queue.
Pull your harness all the way down. Fasten the belt and pull the strap so the belt is snug. During the ride,
so down the stairs here,
your hands, arms, feet,
that
and legs
is
inside
5
the ride
minutes.
at all times. This ride
And then if the
features
rest of the
extreme
queue is full,
acceleration courses. So make sure you hold on tight.
it's 25 minutes.
Use the headrest at all times.
Not the rest of all this, I mean the rest of the straight shot. That's 25 minutes. Each of these are 5 minutes, so you add 5 on each of those. That's 40 minutes. And then each of these are 7.5, and there's 4 of them too. Add 5 minutes, and you get 75 minutes. Go through here, you have an extra 2.5 minutes plus 7.5 for each one, and it's 100 minutes if these are full. If this thing is full too, it's 120 minutes, so 2 hours. You go back up here, and both these sections are 7.5 minutes each switch back, plus 5 minutes for their little pre-section. So if these are all full, it's 155 minutes, and if these are all full, it's 190. So 3 hours and 10 minutes for a completely full queue. Of course, with easy queue. If there's no easy queue, it's obviously going to be a lot shorter than that, but we like to overestimate so the guests have a nice little pleasant surprise if it ends up being shorter. I've seen them run a full queue. I've seen this crew run out a full queue with no easy queue in less than 90 minutes. Because this thing gets 1,500 people an hour easily each time. Which is why I say it's got the highest ridership in the whole park. And the line, and it does that with the line rarely getting over 90 minutes. Because there's just so many people going through the ride at once. Last but not least, before we begin entrance, loose article policies. Separate load unload, so there's no bins, and anything you take with you has to ride with you. Anything that can't fit in your pockets, except for purses and fanny packs smaller than a small piece of paper or medically tagged bags, those are going to go in the lockers. Bags have to have an actual medical tag. If they don't, direct the guests to get services. I know they might get pissy, but you know, just take it on the chin. It's them. It's not you. You're not the problem here. It's them. You're just doing your job. Height stand, you have them stand like forward like this, feet together all the way back. You swing the height thing through. It has to hit their head clean. Can't brush their hair. It's got to hit clean. If it's close, you're not sure, send them to guest services first, give them a wristband. If they're close but you're sure, send them through and give them the yellow wristband. The height sticks here are for closed guesses. Or for first glances, I mean. You sit, you hold the height stick upright, don't bounce it, otherwise that's how you chip and shorten it, which is not good. And of course, be presentable. You can lean if you want, just greet the guests. See, they don't care. Trust me. And you're in the shade, you can feel free to move your chair forward or back, depending on the weather and the position of the sun. Make sure you're always in the shade. We don't need any of our ride-ops passing out. We don't want to get a call on the A phone here to control saying, hey, your entrance host is completely passed out. And then all of a sudden we got a call first aid. Florida can get very hot in the summer. Make sure you have water with you at all times. Whenever you onboard as a team member here, you are given a 1-gallon insulated water bottle. Make sure you have that with you. Make sure it's got ice and water in it. Here you've got an A phone for the Easy Queue side and a park phone for the standby side. The A phone, you just dial the one number and it goes to whichever other A phone. And park phone comes with a list of numbers that you can dial. You've also got a speaker right in the middle. Make sure you're making constant announcements reminding people of the loose article policies or of any downtimes if the ride is down, which it's an intimate accelerator coaster. Do you really think it's going to go the whole day without breaking down? Come on. So yeah, that's all entrance really is. Watching out for loose articles, watching out for paychecks, looking pretty, staying in the shade, trying not to pass out, and have fun with that. 30 minutes each position. Then you rotate up to You also start the bump rotation from down here. If one entrance gets cut, then we have to rotate off of brakes. You rotate up to grouper. There are trains constantly moving around. This ride runs 6 trains. And it's dual up, meaning if it starts light raining, it goes down to 6. Or no, light rain doesn't do anything. If it starts if we have moderate rain, we go down to 4. And if it's heavy rain, we go down to 2. Even 4 trains slows things down a lot. During the rainy season, it's not usually too crowded anyway. Alright, say hello to grouper. Easy queue over here, standby over here. Your job is to scan at easy queues. And you're the other line of defense for loose articles, height checks, extremities, and other glorious things. The difference is, because of the way the ride works, you are assigning rows here. Unless, of course, it's absolutely dead.
Once the gates open, quickly step through and take your seat.
If there's barely any easy queue grouper can feel free to come over here and take care of both stations. And just take care of easy queue when you can get to them. Otherwise, standby is usually going to go here. Easy queue is usually going to go here.
So make sure
you do have to sign rows. The reason being is because we cannot send a train unless all the allotted rows are full. And I say allotted rows because of something that's called speed reduction. Okay. So, yeah, speed reduction's interesting. So at the beginning of the day, it starts 0 and it grows and grows and grows. The launches continue until it eventually reaches equilibrium after we start filling all the rows. And you're like, why would we not fill all the rows? Because if we fill all the rows right away, this thing's going to launch too fast. It's going to be a really uncomfortable ride for everyone. In the morning, depending on how hot or cold it is, we will start with either 2 or 4 rows full. If it's really cold, sometimes it's really cold by Florida standards, like 30, 40 degrees, sometimes it will get down there. We might start with 6 rows full. We usually start with 4.
Fasten the belt and pull the strap so the belt is snug.
As everything warms up.
Please remain seated with your hands,
so
feet, and legs inside the ride at all times.
It works the inverse too. You have to fill the whole train when you're already filling the whole train. Otherwise, the ride will roll back. And as much as we celebrate rollback, we're not keen on intentionally doing it. Most of the time, there's exceptions. Like if you see a train with a large amount of doozies on it, feel free to let 1 or 2 slip. But the instructions here at these positions to not close the gates unless a vast majority or all of the train is full. They do gum up the works and cause delays though, so cranky people. So that's basically your speed reduction. So yeah, that's what you got here.
Welcome to Florida Formula Rush.
And once you're done here, you're going to rotate. Once you spend 30 minutes at each grouper position, you're going to rotate up here. Or just 30 minutes at grouper if we cut grouper.
Classes must have an athletics track. Once the gates open, quickly step through and
you're going to go up here.
Pull your harness all the way down. Fasten the belt and pull the strap so the belt is snug. During the ride,
load 1.
With your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside
which
the ride
is
at all
one of the
times.
first enables.
This ride features extreme uplifting and acceleration.
Gate open is only for when
make
gates are
sure
manual. There are
hold
auto
on
modes
tight
at the time.
and keep your head against the headrest
Your auto mode
at
stop.
all times.
Well, sometimes the ride will auto stop and jump, and if you realize something,
So strap on
see
in
something
and put the pedal
that
to the metal.
won't stop the ride without a loss of power, you press auto mode stop. These are block resets. These are for when we're moving trains in manual. Controls will call out which blocks you need to reset. Obviously, you press gate close when you need to close the gates. And then once you're done checking, you're going to press this verify button. If it's not flash, if it's completely off, that means there's a restraint that's not down far. Like I said, if you haven't pulled through that inch of slack, chances are it's not down far enough. And if you can't get it down far enough, you're going to have to do the lock chain. Don't worry about coming back here to look, because controls will call it out for you if they notice you're trying to get an LT. So you're going to press that, and then you're going to press that. And then you're going to put out your clear when you need to. You're looking for clear. You're looking for a clear from unload 1. Well, you're looking for a clear from load 4 over here. And then you need to make sure your clear is visible to load 2 over here. You're going to check front of the train to the back of the train. Like I said, you're going to push-pull those handles, and you're going to tug on the loose strap of the seatbelt, making sure it's tight as possible. You're going to come back, you're going to do your eye cycle, you're going to press your buttons, do your eye cycle, and wait for the clear. Interval is after the overbank. You're not going to be able to watch the train for the interval, but you're going to hear a sound. And it's going to be this sound. Once you hear that, it's time to go. The goal is to be ready with your clear up before you hear that sound. That way you can send the train right when it's time to go. Basically treat it as a ready if you're not ready by then. In which case, hurry up. So this is your safe zone right here. It's your circle. You have them everywhere pretty much. Trains are going to come in with their trains up. Sometimes people will be loaded at first, so you're going to check them in. Alright, gates are open. You can close the gates almost right away. Sometimes people will go across to put their stuff away, or to get their stuff to someone waiting on the other side. Alright, go ahead and start checking.
Please remain seated with your hands,
Locked.
arms, feet, and
Locked.
legs inside
Locked.
the ride at all times.
Locked.
This ride features
Locked.
extreme uplifting and acceleration
Locked.
forces. So
Locked.
make sure you hold on tight
Locked.
and
Go
keep your head
ahead
against
and
the headrest at all times. Your race is about
go
to
ahead
start.
and
So
look at the
strap
train.
on in and put the pedal to the metal.
Come back here. Alright, lights flash. Go ahead and push that and push that. Do your eye cycle. You don't have to go too fast because the interval is pretty good size because we're loading 2 trains at once. Go ahead and put out your clear. All clear. And there we go. You can put down your clear as soon as trains start moving. You don't have to hold it up the whole time. And that's a godsend compared to TDD. Especially when you have to manually jog the train. Well, Unlike TDD, the trains on this jog at full speed, so you don't have to worry about that. Holding your clear up that whole time, especially when this thing is in wet mode like it is now.
Hold your harness all the way down.
Alright, go ahead and close the gates.
So the belt is snug. During the run,
Come out here.
please remain seated. With your
Alright,
hands
go
on
ahead.
arms, feet, and
Locked.
legs inside the ride at all times. This ride
Back.
features
Locked.
extreme uplifting and acceleration forces.
Locked.
So make sure you hold on tight.
Make
and
sure your
head
last
against
seven.
the
Okay.
headrest at
Good.
all
Locked.
times. Your race
Locked.
is about to start.
Locked.
So strap on in
Locked.
and put the pedal to the metal.
Locked. Locked. And locked. Yeah, glasses have to have an athletic strap. Go ahead and put your verify. Put your ready to move. High cycle. For your clear. Alright, go ahead and put your clear up. And out they go. Alright, we'll do one more and then we'll move on to load 2.
Arms down and back and hold on. Welcome to Florida Formula Rush. As the trains come in, please make sure all your loose articles are stored properly. Everything you have with you must ride with you. Items may not be left on the station platform. Glasses must have an athletic strap. Once the gates open,
Alright.
quickly step
Go ahead
through
and close your
take
gates.
seat. Hold your harness all the way
Yeah,
down.
this thing
Fasten
is,
the belt and pull the strap so the belt is snug. During the ride, please remain seated with your hands, arms,
Alright.
feet, and
Locked.
legs inside the ride
Locked.
at all times. This
Locked.
ride features extreme
Locked.
uplifting and acceleration
Glasses.
forces. So make sure
Locked.
you hold on tight and keep your head against
You put your
the
perch over to one side,
at
please.
all times.
Right, locked.
Your race is about to start.
Locked.
So strap on
Locked.
in and
Rotate
put
your
the
fanny
pedal
pack,
to the
please.
metal.
Off to the side, there you go. Locked. Locked. Verify. Ready to move. High cycle. Put your clear out. All clear.
Arms down and back and hold on. Welcome to Florida Formula
Alright, we're gonna go back to
As
load
the
2 now.
trains come in, please make sure all your loose articles are stored properly. Everything you have with you must ride with you. Items may not be left on the station platform. Glasses must have an athletic strap. Once the gates open, quickly step through and take your seat. Hold your harness all the way down. Fasten the belt and pull the
Alright,
strap.
so this is
the
load
belt
2.
is snug.
You are
During
high
the
clear
run,
in this position.
Please remain seated. With your
You got your
hands,
e-stop, you got your auto
arms,
mode
feet,
stop.
and legs
Your block
inside the
reset
ride
is
at
for
all
this
times. This
station
ride features
only.
Extreme uplifting
You got your verify down here.
So make sure hold on tight.
Get open, get
and
closed.
keep your head against
You're
the
ready to
headrest
move.
at all times.
And then your move train. And move trains you're going to press as soon as you put your high clear in the air. You only have to move it until trains start moving. Then you can let go and put your clear down. You're going to check back to the front, mostly in the same manner. Don't worry about scaring guests. Sometimes it's pretty funny too. The one warning I have about checking back to front is count your seats. Don't forget the rest of the train is there. Because we don't want to have to call a no launch and have you get an operation in that. Because getting an operation for something like that's pretty silly.
Welcome to Florida Formula Rush. As the trains come in, please make sure all your loose articles are stored properly. Everything you have with you must ride with you. Items
Now, if we end up
cannot
cutting-
be left on the station platform. Glasses must have an athletic strap. Once the gates open, quickly step through and take your seat. Hold
Now,
your
I know
harness
sometimes
all the way
TBD
down.
might do
Fasten the
right
belt
side only
and pull the
rotations. We
strap
don't do
so the
those.
belt is snug. During the ride, Please remain seated.
Even if we cut
Hands,
loads. Sometimes
arms,
we'll cut
feet,
loads
and
and have
legs
loads
inside the ride
check
at all
both
times.
trains.
This ride features extreme uplifting and acceleration forces.
Alright, go ahead and close
So
the gates.
make sure you hold on
Back
tight
here.
and keep your head against the headrest at all times. Your
Alright,
race
locked.
is about to stop.
Locked.
So strap on
Locked.
in and put the pedal
Locked.
to the metal.
Locked. 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 Rotate your fanny back. Locked. Locked. Scan your train. Go back here. High cycle. Ready to move. Verify. All clear. Move trains. There you go.
Welcome to Florida Formula Rush. As the trains come in, please make sure all your loose articles are stored properly. Everything you have with you must ride with you. Items may not be left on the station platform. Glasses must have an athletic strap. Once the gates open, quickly step through and take your seat. Pull your harness all the way down.
Alright, close your gates.
And pull the strap so the belt is snug. During the ride, please remain
Locked.
seated with your hands,
Locked.
arms, feet, and legs
Locked.
inside the ride at all times.
Locked.
This ride features
Rotate your bird to the side, please. Locked. Your last seven strap. No? Alright, put them down your shirt, please. Locked.
The headrest at
Locked.
all times. Your race
Locked.
is about to stop.
Locked.
So strap on in and put
Locked.
the pedal to the metal.
Let's go back here. Right cycle. Press your verify. Press your ready to move. Wait for your clear. Just need to clear from over there. All clear. Awesome.
Welcome to Florida Formula Rush. As the trains come in, please make sure all your loose articles are stored properly. Everything you have with you must ride with you. Items may not be left on the station platform. Glasses must have an athletic strap. Once the gates open,
Right, gates are open.
step through and take your seat. Pull your harness all
Close
the
your
way
gates.
down. Fasten the belt and pull the strap so the belt is snug. During the ride, please remain seated with your hands, arms,
Locked.
feet, and legs
Locked.
inside the ride at all times.
Locked.
This ride features extreme
Locked.
uplifting and acceleration
Locked.
forces. So make
Locked.
sure you hold on tight
Locked.
and keep your head against the
Locked.
headrest at all times.
Locked.
Your race is about
Locked.
to stop. So strap on in and put the pedal to the metal.
That was a smooth check. Everyone had their affairs in order. Last cycle, by the way, and then we're going to move over. Right cycle. Go ahead and verify. Ready to move. Go ahead and put your load clear out. For clear from over there. All clear.
Welcome to Florida Formula Rush. As the trains come in, please make sure all your loose articles are stored properly. Everything you have with you must ride with you. Items may not be left on the station platform. Glasses must
Okay,
have an
handling's
athletic
over.
strap. Once the gates open,
Uh,
quickly step
stay
through
behind this
and
until
take
the
your
train
seat.
in front
Pull your
parks,
harness
so we can go
all the way
triangle.
down. Fasten the belt and pull the strap so the belt is snug. During the ride,
Alright, go ahead.
please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and
This
legs
is
inside
unload
the
triangle.
ride at all times. This ride features this time,
Quick rule of thumb real quick.
When your train stops, lift up on your harness and exit
You cannot see this line right here.
of the station.
You can't go past this line until this train parks. otherwise it's in operation. So here's your panel. You got all your usual stops. You got more block resets. You can reset this, 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 and this. And then you got your ready to move. So mainly what you're going to do is you're going to go to the front of the train. You're going to walk by. You're going to... Oh, get back. They're ready to dispatch. So you're going to walk to the front of the train after it parks. Your job is going to be to look past, search for any loose articles, and open up any seats that aren't open yet. All the seats should open on their own. You can go back to front if you need to. Do it quickly because the restraint release, automatic release when the ride stops, will only last for 25 seconds.
Welcome back. That was some fantastic driving out there. At this time, please release your seatbelt when your train
And of course, if there's any alternate access, go over loading them later. You gotta load them and check the restraints. But you don't have to worry about checking its codes. That's what load is for.
So make sure you hold on tight and keep your head against the headrest at all times.
And then you do the same for the back train. And then you're just gonna hold an unlock symbol, hands that go in the air if you need the train unlocked. You need either train unlocked. And then booth over there will unlock it for you. So everything's in order. Go ahead, go over here, put your ready to move, and put your clear. Or as soon as walking puts their clear out, you put yours out. So it goes walking, triangle, booth. There, load and unload have two distinct orders.
Welcome back. That was some fantastic driving out there. At this time, please release your seatbelt when your train stops. Lift up on your harness and exit to the right and rear of the station. Please exit quickly as trains will be moving. Welcome back. That was an extreme.
Oh, we got alternate access.
This time, so make sure you hold on tight and keep your head against the headrest.
Go ahead and load them.
At all times.
Straight down. Go ahead and lock their seat.
So
Locked.
strap on in and put the pedal to the metal.
Rest of the seats you don't have to check for obvious reasons. And hurry back. Go ahead and press that ready to move. Set your time. Oh, you've also got screens in the station, by the way.
Welcome back. That was some fantastic driving out there. At this time, please release your seatbelt when your train stops.
So you can see which restraints are verified to drive.
And rear of the station. Please exit quickly.
Lock that one. Lock that one. Lock that one.
Extreme uplifting and acceleration forces. So make sure you hold on tight and keep your head against the headrest at all times. And exit to the right and rear of the station. Please exit quickly as trains will be moving.
Go ahead and hit ready to move. be the last cycle, by the way. Then we're gonna cross over. You can cross wherever you want as long as Booth can see you. It is recommended though that you cross through, not the front, so you have a headrest to hold on to. It's crossing through the train. Here they go. We still have a bunch of positions left. Like I said, there's a lot to this coaster. Once this train stops, you can cross the front.
Lift up on your harness and exit to the right and rear of the station. Please exit quickly as trains will be moving. This ride features extreme uplifting and acceleration forces, so make sure you hold on tight and keep your head against the headrest.
Alright, this is unload walking. You're basically going to do the same thing except on the opposite side. At the station, you're going to lock seats, help load alternate access. Let's talk about that for a second. Alternate access is going to come through here. There are two types of alternate access in your context. There's going to be the regular alternate access and there's going to be the VIP tours. VIP tours you load whenever they get there, and you're going to load them in the back tray wherever they want to go. Alternate access, you're going to load in the front train. And then if there's a whole bunch of them, you can only load them once every 3 trains. Just keep them double loaded. If they have FR on their alternate access pass, you can put them in the front. If they don't, then you
That was some fantastic driving out there. At this time, please release your seatbelt.
if they don't, then you can tell them anywhere but the front, and they load wherever. And then once you load them, they get sent up to the next station. Same thing if you need train unlocked. And the reason it's called unload walking, you're the first clear. So basically, you can put the clear out while walking toward the front of the station.
Please exit quickly.
If you need anything, contact Booth. There's another water cooler in here if you need it. Whatever you do, don't distract them too much. So yeah, that's all there is to unload walking. That's basically it. And then you're going to check these gates, and then you're going to put your clear out. There's a height stick and a height stand over there if you need a height check. So we're going to do our cycle. We're going to do a few cycles after the trains park again.
All your news articles are stored properly. Everything you have with you must ride with you. Items may not be left on the station platform. Classes must have an athletic striker. Once the gates open, quickly step through and take your seat. Pull your harness all the way down. Fasten the belt and pull the strap so the belt is snug.
Alright, go ahead.
Please remain seated. Hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the ride at all times.
Oh, you can put your clear out through the train and then turn your attention back to alternate access
So make
pass.
sure you hold on tight and keep your head against the headrest at all times.
Don't go past the back car if this train's
To the right,
in front of this line if the train has a park. While you're putting train, you have to stay
trains
behind this
will
line.
be moving.
Everything's good. Go ahead and tug on each of these gates. You have someone you need to put the alternate access pass to fill out. Go ahead and fill that out. Go ahead and put your clear out. Yeah, go ahead and fill out your alternate access pass. Time's good. Good. They don't have front row, so they can go anywhere they need. Get it back to them. Once this train parks, you're going to lead them across here.
Welcome back. That was some fantastic driving out there. At this time, please release your seatbelt. When your train stops,
Alright, go ahead and let them in.
and exit to the right and rear.
Remind them to stay behind the yellow line until they're next to
That was some
the
fantastic
train they're going
driving
into.
out there. At this time, please release your
Go ahead and put them in
seatbelt. When your train
tell them to load in the
stops,
back
lift
here.
up and towards the headrest at all times.
The race is about to start, so strap on in and put the pedal to the metal.
Alright, good. Locked. Locked. Go make sure all these are up. Tugging these gates. Oh my god, there's a VIP tour. And you'll know it's a VIP tour because they're going to have a guest relations team member with them. Clear. Alright, we'll do one more cycle with this VIP tour and then you're gonna... So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and check to make sure the front train is all open, and then when the back train parks, you're gonna get them in and check.
Welcome back. That was some fantastic driving out there. At this time, please release your seatbelt. When your train stops,
And tell the people exiting to exit through the left two gates. Have them remain behind the third one.
welcome back. That was some fantastic driving out there. At this time, please release your seatbelt.
Good,
When
make
your
sure
train
this is all
stops,
open.
lift up on your harness and against the headrest. At all
You guys can come in.
Please exit quickly as the
We're probably
train
gonna want the
will
front.
be moving.
Yep. Locked. 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 Those things are open. Locked. You have to make sure they're all open before they sit down. But make sure they're open just in case. Go and put your clear out. Alright, next is booth.
Welcome back. That was some fantastic driving out there.
And then they'll
This
take
time,
over.
please release your seatbelt when your train is strapped so the belt is snug during the ride.
Alright, so this is unload booth. You got an A-phone over here, you got an A-phone
Your
pocket
legs
up here.
inside the ride at
Water
all
cooler,
times.
fire extinguisher,
This
spare,
ride features
height
extreme
sticks.
uplifting and acceleration
On your
forces.
panel, you
So
got
make
your shot, you
sure
got your
hold
block
on tight
reset.
and keep your head against the headrest at all times.
Your race is about to start, so strap on in.
Of the station. Please exit quickly as trains will be moving.
Oh, nope. I wasn't redundant. Just want to make sure. And we got your ready to move, and you got your releases. The initial release lasts for 25 seconds. If you press this, it'll last for 5 seconds. It's just enough to get your trouble signal straight out. It unlocks the whole train. That's why you need to check that for something like you check the whole train. Basically, you're going to stay here. It's not tinted, they can see you. So after walking and trying to put their clears up, you put your low clear up, pointing toward the window, and make your nudge.
As the trains come in, please make sure all your loose articles are stored properly. Everything you
And
have
also, if
with
you're
you
ready to move.
must ride with you. Items may not be left on the station platform. Glasses
It should only be
must
pressed
have an
after
athletic
triangle
strap.
presses
Once
there
the
ready to
gates
move.
open, quickly step through and take your seat. Pull your harness all the way down. Fasten the belt and pull the strap so the belt is snug. During the ride,
ahead.
please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the ride at all times. This ride features extreme uplifting and acceleration forces, so make sure you hold on tight and keep your head against the headrest at all times.
Your race is about to start, so strap on in and put the pedal to the metal.
Clears up. It clears up. Then put your clear up. We're gonna move first, put your clear up. Off they go.
Welcome to Florida Formula Rush. As the trains come in, please make sure all your loose articles are stored properly. Everything you have with you must ride with you. Items may not be left on the station platform. Glasses must have an athletic strap.
Welcome back, riders. How was your ride?
Quickly step through and take your
Alright, when the train stops, you're gonna lift up in your harnesses up and exit to the left, toward the back,
so the belt is
through the gates.
during the ride.
Please stay behind the yellow line.
Your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the ride at all times. This ride features extreme uplifting and acceleration forces, so make sure you hold on tight.
Welcome back, Black Train. How was your ride?
Headrest at all times.
Your race
Alright, when the train stops, lift up, exit to the right, stay behind the yellow line.
to the metal.
Go ahead and press ready to move. Go ahead and put your clear up. There they go.
Welcome to Florida Formula Rush. As the trains come in, please make sure all your loose articles are stored properly. Everything you have with you must ride with you. Items may not be left on the station platform. Glasses must have an athletic strap. Once the gates open, quickly step through and take your seat.
Welcome back, White Train. How was your ride?
Down, fasten the belt.
Alright, when the train stops, you're gonna lift up in your harness, exit to the right and toward the back. Please stay behind the yellow line.
With your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the ride at all times. This ride features extreme uplifting and acceleration forces, so make sure.
Welcome back, Green Train. How's your ride?
Your head against the headrest.
Alright, at this time, please lift up, exit to the right, stay behind the yellow line.
About to stop.
Exit quickly,
So
trains will
strap
be
on
moving.
in and put the pedal to the metal.
Go ahead and press ready to move. Going to put your clear out. All clear. Once the train's parked, you're going to go out, and we're going to go to unload 3.
Welcome to Florida Formula Rush. As the trains come in, please make sure all your loose articles are stored properly. Everything you have with you must ride with you. Items may not be left on the station platform. Glasses must have an athletic strap. Once the gates open, quickly step through and take your seat. Pull your harness all the way down. Fasten the belt and pull the strap so the belt is snug. During the ride, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the ride at all times. This ride features extreme uplifting and acceleration forces, so make sure you hold on tight.
Go over here.
Head against the headrest.
Unload 3.
Times.
Your race is about to start, so strap on in and put the
Unload
pedal to
3
the metal.
and unload 4 are pretty much exactly the same each. We're still going to need 3 cycles each. You're the first clear. You're going to be showing your clear to unload 4. Another reminder, don't yell at guests for crossing over with police articles right away. They may just be going to hand them off to people who are waiting here. Check the train front to back, same as you always have. Your eye cycle, same as you always have. It's really nothing different. Once the train cars, we do our cycles.
Welcome to Florida Formula Rush. As the trains come in, please make sure all your loose articles are stored properly. Everything you have with you must ride with you. Items may not be left on the station platform. Glasses must have an athletic strap. Once the gates open, quickly step through and take your seat. Put your harness all the way down, fasten the belt, and pull the strap so the belt is snug. During the ride, please remain seated.
Alright,
Your hands,
locked,
arms, feet,
locked,
and legs inside
locked,
the ride at all times.
locked,
This ride
locked.
features extreme
Strap.
uplifting and
Okay,
acceleration
locked,
forces.
locked,
So make sure you hold
locked,
on tight
locked,
and keep your head
locked.
against the headrest at all times.
Your race is about to start, so strap on in and put the pedal to the metal.
We're out. All clear?
Welcome to Florida Formula Rush. As the trains come in, please make sure all your loose articles are stored properly. Everything you have with you must ride with you. Items may not be left on the station platform. Glasses must have an athletic strap. Once the gates open, quickly
Gates are
step
open.
through and take your seat. Pull your harness all the way down. Fasten the belt and pull the strap so the belt is snug. During the ride, please remain
Gates
seated.
closed. Alright, go
Hands,
ahead.
arms,
Locked.
feet, and legs inside
Locked.
the ride at all times.
Locked. Can you rotate your purse, please?
Extreme uplifting
Either
and
side.
acceleration
Thank you.
forces.
Locked.
So make sure
Locked.
you hold on tight
Locked.
and keep your head
Locked.
against the headrest.
Fanny pack
at
to the
all
side, please.
times.
Thank you.
Your race
Locked.
is about to start,
Locked.
so strap on
Locked.
in and put the pedal to the metal.
Put it out in clear. All clear?
Welcome to Florida Formula Rush. As the trains come in, please make sure all your loose articles are stored.
One more cycle.
Everything you have
We
with
can
you
move on to load
must
4.
ride with you. Items may not be left on the station platform. Glasses must have an athletic strap. Once the gates open, quickly
Gates
step
open.
through and take your seat. Pull your harness all the way down. Fasten the belt and pull the strap so the belt is
Gates
snug.
closed.
During the ride, please
Locked.
remain seated.
Locked.
Hands,
Locked.
feet, and legs
Locked.
inside the ride at all times.
Gonna have to push down a
This
little
ride
more.
features extreme uplifting and acceleration forces. So make sure
Alright, you're
hold
good.
on
Locked.
tight and keep
Locked.
your head against the headrest
Locked.
at all
Locked.
times.
Your
Locked.
race is about to
Locked.
start, so strap on in and put the pedal to the metal.
Go and put your clear out. You can rotate. All right, now you can rotate anytime after the first 2 trains leave.
As the trains come in,
You just have to stay against the wall best you can. All right, same thing. Let's just do cycles.
Items may not be left on the station platform. Glasses must.
Gates closed.
Once the gates open,
Locked.
step through and take
Locked.
your seat.
Can you rotate your fanny pack, please? Okay, thank you. Locked. Locked.
So the belt
Locked.
is snug.
Right, just need to push down more.
Please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet,
All right,
and
a little more.
legs
It's almost there.
inside the ride at all times. This ride features extreme uplifting and
All right, good.
acceleration forces.
Locked.
So make sure
Locked.
you hold on
Locked.
tight and keep your
Locked.
head against the headrest
Locked.
at all times.
Your race is about to stop.
You get clear
So
from back
strap
there.
on in and put the pedal
And make it
to the
visible to the
metal.
person up here. Okay, go ahead and put your clear out. All right, we got an LG in row 4.
Keep arms down, head back, and hold on. Welcome to Florida Formula Rush. As the trains come in, please make sure all your news articles are stored properly.
Got a VLG in row 4. You
Must
might not
ride
fit.
with you. Items must
Push the best you
left
can.
on the station platform. Glasses must.
It's open.
Magnetic strap. Once the gates open, quickly step
Gate
through
closed.
and take your seat. Pull your harness
Locked.
all the way down.
Locked.
Fasten the belt
Locked.
and pull the strap
All right.
so the belt is snug.
Sit all the way back.
During the ride,
All the way back.
please remain seated. With your hands,
Pull the train down.
arms,
Pull
feet,
everything
and
up
legs
over the
inside
bar.
ride at all
In the
times.
vest. There you
This
go.
ride features extreme uplifting and acceleration forces, so make sure you hold on tight and keep your head against the headrest at all
No,
times.
sorry, buddy.
Your race is about
It's not
to
gonna work.
stop. So strap on in and
Unlock.
put the pedal to the metal.
Right. Locked. 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 And locked. Good try with that LG. The VLG. Right, get back. Cycle. Go ahead and put out your clear. All clear. Yeah, sometimes you gotta hustle up if stuff like that happens. Oh, looks like there's alternate access in the white train rows 5, 6, and 7.
Welcome to Florida Formula
You'd make an
Rush.
announcement for that
As the
if
trains
you're
come
at
in,
controls, which
please
I'll
make
say
sure
later.
all your news articles
Ladies and
are
gentlemen, we have alternate access on this white train. If someone's sitting in your row, please do not be alarmed to put them there for a very important reason. Just stay put. We will get you on the very next train. Everyone else, please enter.
Quickly step through and take your seat. Pull your harness all the way down. Fasten the belt and pull the strap.
2 more over here.
Belt is snug.
2 more over here.
During the ride, please
on in.
remain seated.
All right, thank you.
Hands, arms, feet, and
All right,
legs
locked.
inside the ride at
Locked.
all times.
Locked.
This ride features extreme
Locked.
uplifting and
Locked.
acceleration forces.
Locked.
So make sure
Locked.
you hold on tight
Locked.
and keep your head
Locked.
against the headrest
Locked.
at all times.
Your race is about to stop. So strap on in and put the pedal to the metal.
Cycle. Go and put your clear out. All clear. I go ahead and put it up here. Alright, she'll take over.
Welcome to
Let's go into the boothy booth.
As the trains come
Welcome
in,
to the main control booth. You got 2 A phones back here.
stored properly.
You got an A phone here. You got an A phone and a park phone. Got your main control panel. Got your launch. We're gonna go over launch first.
Once the gates open,
Basically, all you're doing here is you're pressing the launch sequence.
your harness all the way down.
You're pressing the launch button, and
during the run, please remain seated.
you are counting cycles and empty seats. Feel free to, you don't have to be sitting down. Feel free to stand here. You need to see them better. Count the launches and empty seats. When the train's ready to advance upward, you'll press these buttons and then they'll light up solid. If they're ready to be pressed, they'll be lighting up. They'll be flashing. You just need to make sure they're both pressed at the same time, and it'll advance the train forward. Basically, when you're dispatching the first train, you just need to hold the first one down. You just need to hold the buttons down until they're lit up. Once they're lit up, the train will move forward, and then it'll fall back onto the catch car, brakes will go down, and the train will launch 3 seconds later. So, next dispatch, we'll just do a few cycles. You also got 2 water crews. The large crew, so it's important. So yeah, just take a seat. At most, we should have about 1 or 2 empty seats per train. Sometimes you might have a couple more, but no biggie.
Hold your harness all the way down. Fasten the belt and pull the strap so the belt is snug. During the ride, please remain seated. Your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the ride at all times. This ride features extreme uplifting and acceleration speed, so make sure you hold on tight.
If someone calls a no launch controls, they'll scream out "no launch," and then you will not advance these trains forward. That way, if someone's got a phone out or anything, they can go get it. Or a restraint and resolve, they can go deal with that. So, yeah, you don't even have to sit here. You can sit if you want, but some people just are too fidgety to do that. Alright, go ahead and count 1 cycle. There were 2 empty seats on that train.
Arms down, head back, and hold up. Welcome to Florida Formula Rush. As the trains come in, please make sure all your news articles are stored properly. Everything you have with you.
This train looks like completely full, so count 1 more cycle.
Glasses must have an athletic strap. Once the gates open,
Watch for the launch buttons to light up. They should light up once the train gets to about here.
Fasten the belt and pull the strap so the belt is snug.
For the first train, and then when the train gets to there for the second train.
Your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the ride.
Go ahead and press those. The train moves up. And then just get ready for the next couple trains.
Sure, hold on tight and keep your head against the headrest at all times. Your race is about to stop.
So listen for the all clear, and then just, you can stand over here and look, just have your hands on the 2 launch buttons. You don't even need 2 hands to press them, they're close enough. You can just pop them with 1 hand. These will light up as soon as the train's dispatched. I go ahead and hold them down. See, 1, 2, 3 empty seats on that one. Here's what I do, and then there's 1 empty seat in that one, so 4 empty seats. So also click the 4 empty seats, empty seat clicker 4 times, and then click the launch, and then click the cycles twice. That's how you do that.
Glasses must have an athletic strap. Once the gates open, quickly step through and take your seat. Pull your harness all the way down. Fasten the belt and pull the strap.
When you see the train going over this overbank, you can hold down the launch buttons. That way it'll just go when it's ready.
Inside the ride at all times. This ride features extreme uplifting and acceleration.
Like that.
So make sure you hold on tight and keep your head against the headrest at all times. Your race is about to stop. So strap on in and put the pedal to the metal.
There he goes. Alright, one more cycle. Get some. It's a hot Florida day. All clear. Go ahead and hold down these launch buttons. Looks like there were 2 empty seats in that one.
Arms down. Head back and hold on.
1 empty seat over here. Press the arms down button. Thank you. Alright, 3 empty seats, 2 more cycles. Once this next train launches, we have someone else take over and you can go stand by the main page.
Glasses must have an athletic strap. Once the gates open, quickly step through and take your seat. Hold your harness all the way down. Fasten the belt and pull the strap so the belt is snug.
Then press launch.
During the ride, please remain
Hold down your launch.
hands, arms, feet, and legs inside
go.
the ride at all times. This ride features extreme uplifting.
Gives us something to do.
So make sure you hold on tight and keep your head against the headrest at all times.
Wait till it launches.
The race is about to stop. So strap on in and put the pedal to the metal.
Yoink! Go right over here. Say hello to our main launch panel. Say hello to this nightmare of a panel. There's a lot to go over here. Come over here. Okay, so, you got your ride on light. Make sure that's on. If that's off, we have a lot of problems. It's your trouble light. It's gonna go off a lot during the day. Intimate, am I right? If it's in manual mode, if the ride auto stops itself, oh, this and this is gonna turn on. If we shift it into manual mode on purpose, only this is gonna be on. Most of the time, this is gonna be on. Once this shuts off, if this is on, then we can't launch a train yet, regardless of where the train in front of us is. Sometimes after we replace the accumulators at first, they might have trouble warming up and filling quickly. That usually goes away after a few weeks. Sometimes that'll happen. This is the ride mode. Most of the time it's an auto. Ride power is on. And then the reset key. Usually maintenance and leadership are the ones who reset the ride, but to reset the ride, you turn both this key and this key to the right at the same time. And then this key to the right. And then that'll do it. If you only want to use one arm, it's this key, then this key. Trains in operation, as per usual, we're at 6. It's your microphone, it's always on. Just speak into it. It's noise canceling on the outside, but speak close, they'll hear you. It's dual op, which means most of the time we'll be in either 6, 4, or 2 trains, but it can run anywhere from 1 to 6. Launch boost, empty train only. That's usually always. That's usually always on. Launch boost enabled. Only for that's only for morning testing, for empty and very cold trains. No train on tower. Not sure why, but we have to flip this key every time we turn the ride on in the morning. We flip the gates to manual if we're doing not a bump rotation. Rotation's in the order I already showed you. But if we're doing a not bump rotation and we're doing only platform rotations, then we flip the gates to manual while we rotate. These are all your block resets. I'm going to tell you how to use those in a minute. I'm going to tell you how to move this in a minute, and this is your move trains button. which you only have to hold until the train starts moving. This is your E-stop. This is your lockout. You have to press this every time you flip the ride into auto for it to actually go into auto. Auto mode stop does exactly what it does in every other panel. The ride start will press an alarm, will sound an alarm, and then turn the ride on, and then the ride stop will stop the ride with that full power. And then these are your restraint releases, which you can only unlock the whole train.
Hold your harness all the way down,
each time.
fasten the belt, and pull the strap so the belt is snug. During the ride, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet,
so
and
those what
legs
those are.
inside the ride at all times.
Of course, when everything's said and done, you see a high clear, you can say all clear, hold this down so the train start moving,
So make sure
and then just watch your
hold on
trains.
tight and keep your head against the headrest at all
This
times.
right here is the interface.
Is about to stop.
It's,
So strap on in and put the pedal to the metal.
I know it's scary looking. All Intamin control things are scary. But I promise you, they're also really fun. So basically, Intamin decided to combine Mavericks and Top Throw Dragster's functionality. And the reason there aren't a million orange buttons also up on here, because we decided to move a lot of those buttons functionality to the touch screen. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to use that. So we got your readies up here. Each time ready to move is pressed. Each ready to move that's pressed. Over here is load 1, over there is load 2. Triangle is load 4, and boot is load. Or triangle is unload 2, and boot is unload 1. So each of those are pressed. These are all going to turn green. Once these are all green, you can dispatch a train. Then you got your checks. The checks correspond to their car, which you'll see up here too. Each of these will turn yellow as the restraint's down far enough. Once all 5 are yellow, this will light up yellow also until each respective verify is pressed. Once each respective verify is pressed, that load will turn green. And then if that's green, and this is green, then the car is ready to dispatch. If you do your dispatch sequence and the train won't launch, look at any of these. And also check to make sure the ride hasn't auto-stopped itself like it likes to do. And then you've got your telemetry options. The weather will describe, is it raining, snowing, clear, cloudy. Ride can check all of that. Temperature, humidity. It's Florida. The ride won't ever get down that low, but if the temperature goes below 10 below 0, the ride will auto stop itself. Yeah, this coaster's winterized. We even have our Florida park winterized, just in case. Where SeaWorld or Disney or Universal would shut down their rides due to the cold, all of ours would be wide open. At like 50 degrees. Seriously, I know. Launch speed is the speed at which it leaves the launch track. It refers to the previous launch. It weighs the train every time it goes over the transfer track. That's why the transfer track sounds so heavy. That will display here. Tower clear time. I don't know the minimum and maximum values for these, but if it's not within range, it'll auto stop itself. And it'll let you know why when you go to the main menu and you go into errors. If the ride auto stops itself in the trouble lights, just go into main menu and then go into errors, and then you can see which errors there are. And when they say 10 below 0, it's not going to shut down the moment it goes 10 below 0. It's going to shut down if it's been that constantly for more than 10 minutes. Wind speed. 35 miles an hour at the top of the tower for more than 10 minutes will cause the ride to auto stop and
Once the gates open, quickly step through.
And the trouble light will flash. For anything else besides wind, for anything mechanical related, the trouble light will light up solid. If it's your weather related, not only for this, if it's weather related, it'll flash.
So make sure you hold on
And then if it's stop, it'll stop flashing once the weather's here in the eyes of the ride.
Race is about to start. So strap on in and put the pedal to the metal.
And that'll flash on the screen too. Let's see. Of course, once that goes away, the ride can be shifted back into automatic mode. Tower clear time, coaster run time. For tower clear time, there are 2 proximity sensors. Let's go over here, back over here for a second. Here and here. We'll measure the time it takes for the train to hit both of these. If it goes too long, it'll auto stop the ride. If it goes too fast, it'll auto stop. And then there's a proximity sensor here, and a proximity sensor over there by the brakes. If it goes too if that goes too long, there's no lower value. It goes, actually, there is, because then the ride overspeeds. If it goes
the belt is snug. During the ride, please
too
remain
long or
seated.
too short, it'll auto
Your
stop the
hands,
ride also.
arms, feet, and legs inside the ride at all times. This ride features extreme
We already went over
uplifting
speed
and
reduction.
acceleration forces. So make sure you hold on tight and keep your head against the
Speed reduction value can be seen here. And then there are certain I'll let you know values later, where you can then go to, then you can increase rows by 2. Let's see. This speed reduction will reset after. You're supposed to reset speed reduction after 2 hours without any launches. If this reaches 120. But there's doozies in the front train. We may forget to do that.
Florida Formula Rush. As the trains come in, please make sure all your loose articles are stored properly. Everything you have with you must
You got a block time here.
Items may
Mid-course.
not be left on the station platform. Glasses must
Uh,
have an athletic strap.
up here.
Once the gates open,
Holding
quickly step
1.
through and take your seat. Hold
Back
your
here.
harness all the way
Holding
down.
2.
Fasten the belt
Up
and
here.
pull the strap so the belt
Unload
is snug.
1.
During the ride, please
That
remain
up
seated
here.
with your hands,
Unload
arms,
2.
feet, and legs
Here.
inside the ride at all times.
Load 1.
This ride features
Here.
extreme uplifting
Load
and
2.
acceleration forces.
Here.
So make sure you hold on tight
Launch.
and keep your head against
Up
the
here.
headrest at all
Transfer.
times.
Your race
Here.
is about to start. So
I know
strap
it's a
on
bit messy.
in and put the
Yeah,
pedal
it's
to
been-
the metal.
So it cannot have you cannot jog or you cannot jog a train to the midcourse stops. It can only be launched up there. Or winched up there if it somehow valleys down there. Which we've only happened twice in the ride's history? Let's just say it was. We had a bad wheel assembly. The wheel assembly was enabled. And the friction, I guess, was higher than normal. It was a launch boost enabled train assembly. We basically just winched it up to the midpoint brake run, which took literally 6 hours. Fixed the wheel assembly up there, and then sent it on its way. It was a quick fix. There's something hot in there.
Quickly step through and take your seat. Hold your harness
So
all the way
if you
down.
need to
Fasten
jog,
the belt
normally
and pull the strap so the
only
belt
leadership
is
and
snug.
maintenance do this, but
During
if
the
you need to
ride,
jog a
please
train,
remain seated with your hands,
if you're in charge and you need to jog a train, I'm
inside the
going
ride
to tell you
at
to do it
all
now.
times. This ride
So ensure the rise in manual mode first. You're going to hit
So make
select
sure
blocks,
you
which is
hold
there.
on
This will light up
tight
yellow.
and keep your head against the headrest at all times.
This will light up
Your race is about
yellow
to
if
stop.
you put it in the
So
yellow.
strap on
This
in
will light up
and
yellow
put
if you
the
hit it.
pedal to the metal.
And then you're going to hit the mid-course block, and then everything will light up green. And then you're going to press the jog trains button. You're going to hold that down the whole time. Or no, you're not going to hold it down the whole time. You just need to press it. And it'll start moving on the mid-course. Well, of course you need it. Okay, I forgot to mention, you need to obviously reset the mid-course block, and you need to reset the holding one block. Of course, to reset blocks, you're going to pull out reset block, whichever block it is. And then the person who has that block,
Everything you have with you
and then while you're pulling that, you need to hold down the block reset button, and then the other person can press it.
Once the gates open, quickly step through.
This will be flashing while you hold it down. Once the other person presses it, it'll stop flashing, and then
so the
you'll
belt
let
is
go.
snug. During the run, please remain seated.
And then you jog the train out of it.
Arms, feet, and legs inside the ride at all times. This ride features extreme uplifting and acceleration forces.
And then the rest
So
of the
make
blocks.
sure you hold on tight and keep your head against the headrest.
So of course, show the rides in manual mode as before. Hit select blocks.
So strap on in and put the pedal to
You're going to hit the block that has the train you want to jog first. You're going to hit that block first. That block will light up yellow. The two blocks adjacent to it that do not have trans on it will light up red. If the block you want to jog the train to does not light up red, chances are there's a train already there. Just in case you do it in the wrong order. And then either of those two blocks, you will hit the one you want the train to be jogged to. Once you hit those, the block you didn't select will unlight itself. And then the two blocks you selected will light up yellow.
Welcome to Florida Formula Rush. As the trains
And then you're
come in,
going to reset
please
those
make
blocks.
Sure all your loose articles are stored properly.
Do what I said before. Once you do, the blocks will light up green on here.
Items may not be left on the
And
station
then-
platform. Glasses must have an athletic strap. Once the gates open, quickly step through and take
You'll
your
press
seat.
the jog
Hold
train
your
button.
harness all the way down.
And then the train will
Fasten
jog
the
itself.
belt and pull the strap so the belt is snug. During the run, please remain
That's all you
seated.
need to know about this
Hands,
interface.
arms, feet, and legs inside the ride at all times.
Alright, you ready to send some trains?
Extreme
Cool.
uplifting and acceleration forces. So make sure you hold on tight and keep your head against the headrest at all
Take your seat.
times.
Your race is about to stop.
Let me take your
So
seat right here.
strap on in and put the pedal to the metal.
Hard time getting comfy. Alright, just stand for now. There we go.
Arms down, head back, and hold on. Welcome to Florida Formula Rush. As the trains come in, please make sure all your loose articles are stored properly. Everything you have with you must ride with you. Items may not be left on the station.
Of course, watch for alternate access back here.
Once the gates open, quickly step through and take your seat. Hold your harness all the way down.
Because you'll have to
Fasten
make the
belt
announcement if
and
you
pull
see
the
someone
strap
back here.
So the belt is snug. During the run, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the ride at all times. This ride features extreme uplifting and acceleration forces. So make sure you hold on tight and keep your head against the headrest at all times.
Your race is about to stop. So strap on in and put the pedal to the metal.
All clear? Attention riders waiting for the front station. The train that is approaching has alternate access. If the gates open and you find someone sitting in your seat, please do not be alarmed. We put them there for a very important reason. We'll get you on the very next train. Please stay put when the gates open.
Those articles are stored properly. Everything you have with you must ride with you. Items may not be left on the station platform. Glasses must have an athletic strap. Once the gates open, quickly step through and take your seat. Hold your harness all the way down. Fasten the belt and pull the strap so the belt is snug. During the ride, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the ride at all times. This ride features extreme uplifting and acceleration forces, so make sure you hold on tight and keep your head against the headrest at all times.
Your race is about to start, so strap on in and put the pedal to the metal.
All clear? Alright, one more cycle.
Welcome to Florida Formula Rush. As the trains come in, please make sure all your loose articles are stored properly. Everything you have with you must ride with you. Items may not be left on the station platform. Glasses must have an athletic strap. Once the gates open, quickly step through and take your seat. Hold your harness all the way down. Fasten the belt and pull the strap so the belt is snug. During the ride, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the ride at all times. This ride features extreme uplifting and acceleration forces, so make sure you hold on tight and keep your head against the headrest at all times.
Your race is about to start, so strap on in and put the pedal to the metal.
All clear? Alright, once those trains park, we're going to go
Welcome
out.
to Florida Formula Rush.
And then just some
As
final
the trains
thoughts.
come in, please
Good.
make sure all your loose articles are stored properly. Everything you have with you must ride with you. Items may not be left on the station platform. Glasses must have an athletic strap. Once the gates open, quickly step through and take your seat. Hold your harness all the way down. Fasten the belt and pull the strap so the belt is snug. During the ride, please
Awesome
remain
day of
seated
training
with your
today.
hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the ride at all times. This ride features
Another
extreme
final thought.
uplifting and acceleration.
This ride
So make sure you hold on tight
is the most
against the headrest
capacity-oriented ride in the
at
park.
all times.
It's also the most important. It's also one of the most sought after, which is a good thing. Because we're going to try and get every single ride out at this park trained at this ride, and we're going to try and get them operator or controls trained. Overall, it's a really fun ride to work. It's a really fun ride to watch. You don't have to. And it's a really good ride if you don't want to have to deal with many LGs because of how accommodating the seatbelts are. Other than that, it's got your usual loose articles, get a locker type woes, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Put your stuff in a locker. It's also the most intense ride in the park. That includes a Hyper GTX and an RMC blade. Yeah. So. Now, one more thing I forgot to mention. Since there's so many people, we do a unique system to determine who gets to test ride and who gets to start in what position in the morning. Basically, you can clock in up to 15 minutes before your shift starts. We don't require you to, but you might want to. The reason being is because in the order you clocked in determines priority for where you start and if you get to test ride. Obviously, the first 6 people who clock in get to test ride each morning. Of course, you want to clock in when you can because you don't want to get stuck in a position you don't want. Although, if you're going to end up rotating anyway. Sometimes you'll get 2 people who just want to stay at entrance, and then we end up doing platform rotations. If you do want to stay at entrance, just ask, and we'll do our best to accommodate you for a while. Another advantage of this ride is that every position is in the shade. Florida is much too hot to leave, unload out in the open, so everyone's under a roof at every position. Last but not least, very fun ride to work. And you don't have to move extremely fast because of the longer interval. Plus, we have more people checking because, we're launching 2 trains at a time. They get the oceanfront view, which is amazing also. That being said, thank you for joining today's ride operator training. You guys are awesome. We hope you had fun. And, good luck.